Hello everybody, this is Justin here. I'm back and up running this week. Last week was a crazy week for me. I was down for almost the whole week with food poisoning. It's only during the end of the week I recovered a bit and had a couple of trades and it's still running. But those moves have already moved. What I did last week was actually I bought the pound dollar and the trade is already in motion. So let's see, this is a fresh new week. We are looking for fresh opportunities here, so let's see. What I brought up here right now is the Aussie dollar. So this is the daily chart of Aussie dollar, and I like to talk a bit about some price actions that I see possible coming up for this week. So having a good look at the Aussie dollar, you've seen that the price has actually risen quite a lot way back in 2017, and in just 2 months it rose to about 0.813, and since then the price has dropped way back to 0.7484, and he actually broke this low. So what I want you all to see here right now is that some price action that I noticed. Now as you can see, after rising up, it came down, and in the first week of February, price rose up from 0.774 right up to 0.79. That's followed by the early March. Again, price rose from 0.771 way up to 0.788, and then in early April, price rose from 0.76 roughly 5 to right up to 0.778, and for the first week of May, price rose from 0.74 right up to 0.75. So what you see here is that there is a pattern where the Aussie dollar rises in the first week or the very first trading month, very first trading day of the month. Okay, so we have the first week rise recorded in February and May, whereas the first trading day rise occurred in early March and early April. So what we have here in early June is this pattern where price just rose from the very first day of trading. So I expect this to rise a bit, but if you ask me, I do not believe that this rise would be strong yet, because there are just not enough buys to convince me that the Aussie will rise and break through the 0.78 resistance area. So because what we have here is the 0.756 resistance right about here, and price I believe would stall in this area, around this area. Now to know exactly which area is that, I always like to go to the small time frames. So let's go one time frame lower, that which is the 4-hour chart. Let me pull it down a bit. So what you can see here is that price has been moving in a sideways motion for the past 2 weeks. Before that, 2 weeks before, prior to that 2 weeks, we also had prices move in a sideways motion before breaking up. And so what we had here is the Monday movement. So the last 2 candles, which is 8 hours, has managed to convince me that the buyers are around. Okay, definitely they are around, and the buying should continue right up to this resistance of 0.76583, and when prices reaches to this area, I'll be interested to see if the buyers are still lingering. Now I believe there is a chance that they will fizzle out. So as soon as I see enough sellers in this area appearing and more than usual, I will be joining the sellers and selling the Aussie dollar. Okay, now as to where my targets are, I would need price action to actually form and test this area before I can decide where my targets are. At this current moment, I can only say that I only have one target for the time being, which is the support of 0.75837. Okay, so if there are any targets right in the center of these levels here, I would need prices to form in this area before I can decide. So as a wrap up, everybody look out for this resistance of 0.76583. I believe the Aussie dollar should stall around here. So it should prices should come here either late Monday or Tuesday. That's my thoughts. Probably early Wednesday, but it should be around roughly about this time. So let's be patient, let's wait a bit, and I wish everybody a beautiful trading week. Take care.